Dear all students, good morning. I'm Shanthi, Department of English, K.B.N College. I'm glad to give a brief analysis on the SWOT analysis as it is being prescribed to all the first year students of first semester. Right, the details. Today's world, as we know, is very demanding either in the field of education or the job market. You need to be the best to be chosen and to be unique in your field, right? So you need to be aware of yourself, your confidence levels, your values. Through the various methods available, we can analyze ourselves to know our strengths and weaknesses. You need to understand and learn to handle emotions of yourself and others too. The necessity and importance of working together as a team and to go about being a good team player is the need of the hour. Good communication skills help you to develop a good network by which you can learn the attitudes and characteristics of others and reform yourselves if needed. Being able to communicate well is an art. The opportunities on is presented with to communicate with someone face to face or an telephone can be utilized to develop good rapport and relationships either personally or professionally. SWOT analysis is being defined. I quote, chance favors for prepared mind. I unquote. Louis Pasteur. Albert Humphrey, a management consultant, is given credit for inventing SWOT analysis model at the Stanford Research Institute in the 1960s. SWOT analysis can be done at the individual level as well as the organizational level. When individuals or organizations face critical situations where important decisions have to be taken pertaining to the desired objective that has already been identified, they need methods to analyze their current position and find out ways to achieve their goals by overcoming the present problems. SWOT analysis is an effective tool that aids strategic planning for both individual and organizational growth and development. Coming to strength to define in particularly. S stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunities, T stands for threat or C stands for challenge. Strength and weaknesses. Strength and weaknesses are the internal factors that influence the individual or organizational objectives and they are within their control. Opportunities and threats or challenges. These are the external factors. Opportunities and threats are the internal factors that influence the individual or organizational objectives and they are beyond their control. Internal factors, positive and negative. Strength is the positive factor and the weaknesses are the negative factor. Externals. Opportunities is the positive factor and the threat or challenges remain the negative factors. Characteristics of SWOT analysis. Strengths. Strengths are the positive attributes of the individual or the organizational that help to achieve the desired objectives. Weaknesses are the negative attributes of the individual or the organization that makes it difficult to accomplish the desired objectives. Opportunities. Opportunities are the favorable circumstances that can create a possibility for progress that results in the achievement of the desired objectives. Now, threats or the challenges. Threats or the challenges or the unfavorable circumstances that can cause damage to the individual or the organization, stop them from accomplishing their desired objectives. Now how this analysis useful for individuals. Let us see. You are the most likely to succeed in life if you use your talents to their fullest extent. Similarly, you will suffer fewer problems if you know what your weaknesses are and you manage those weaknesses, you will succeed. So, how do you go about identify these strengths and weaknesses and analyzing the opportunities and threats that come from them? Right? The tools of SWOT analysis. So, SWOT analysis, the internal factors, strength and weakness. And strength always be a helpful factor and weaknesses remains harmful, but we are supposed to well take care of to overcome any of the weaknesses. Coming to the external origin, opportunities and threats remain external origin. Opportunities always be a helpful factor, but on the other hand, threats remain harmful at times. Right. Now let us discuss the strengths. What do you do better than anyone else? Right? What advantages do you have that others don't have? For example, skills, education, or connections. Right. What personal resources can you access? What do other people see as your strengths? Right? Which of your achievements are you most proud of? Right? What values do you believe in that others fail to exhibit? Of course. Are you part of a network that no one else in interactive in? So, if what conditions do you have with influenced people? Right? Let us examine. Coming to the weaknesses. What tasks do you usually avoid because you don't feel confident doing this? Right? What will the people around you see as your weaknesses? That's an important point. Right? Are you completely confident in your education and skills training? If so, where are weakest? What are your negative work habits? Say for instance, are you often late or are you poor at handling strategies? Of course. Do you have personality traits that hold you back in your institute or organization, for instance? If you have to organize meetings on a regular basis or a fear of a public speaking would be a major weaknesses, right? Coming to the opportunities. What new technology can help you? Or can you get help from others or from people via the internet? Is your industry growing? If so, how can you take advantage of the current market? Right? Do you have a network of strategic contacts to help you or offer good advice? right? What trends do you see in your company and how can you take advantage of them, right? Is there a need in your company or industry that you need to fill? Any any of your competitors failing to do something important sometimes? Are you? Right. From that also, you can take something as an advantage or an opportunity, right? Now, coming to the threat or a challenge. What obstacle do you currently face at work? Or any one of your colleagues competing with you for projects or roles? Is your job changing? Does changing technology threaten your position? Of course, sometimes. Could any of your weaknesses lead to threats? Right. So these are the things, dear all, we should be thoroughly bothered about towards inculcating the factors which can boost us towards meeting the great horizons. Right? Thank you.